What's good? This is Marcus Fingaz back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk all about ideas. We're going to continue a conversation we started last week. But before we get too much into that, go to my website, dafingaz.com, dafingaz.com. Sign up for my weekly newsletter where I'm sharing ideas like this and other stuff to my weekly newsletter subscribers. So definitely join the newsletter community, dafingaz.com, dafingaz.com. Sign up and join. This week, we're going to talk all about ideas. Last week, we talked about where do your best ideas come from. We're going to continue that conversation. If you remember last week, I sort of talked about where do your best ideas come from. So if you're stuck on an idea or you're wondering what to do next, try this. If you had those conversations, last week I said having conversations can lead to greater ideas. This week, try having a conversation with a kid. If you need ideas for business, for music, for life in general, have a conversation with a child because they have unique perspective on these things. Sometimes some of the greatest perspectives can come from conversations with children, with kids. Have you ever given a child like a box, just an empty Amazon box, and seen them spend hours just playing with that box because that's the new toy, that's the new thing, and it's just a box that delivered whatever you ordered on Amazon that week. I've seen children spend hours, literally hours, playing with just a box, an empty box, and using their imagination to make it a bed or make it a plane or whatever they want to make it, just from an empty box. Or hand them an old phone, a phone that doesn't work, or maybe a wired phone that no one's ever seen, that they haven't seen before in their lives. And just make sure that when they give you that phone, because someone's calling them, that you answer it. But they just have these imaginations. There are shows that are created around the youth brain, the youth mindset. There's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? There's Kids Say the Darndest Things, that highlight how smart these kids are and how unique the perspective of children can be. And what led me to share this week is I remembered a post that I shared on Facebook back in 2017. It was June 7th, 2017. I did have to look that up. I didn't remember the date. But I was at the barbershop with our son, and he turns to me and he says something like, "Dad, who is Survey?" And I couldn't do anything but just start laughing because on the TV in the barbershop, they have an episode of Family Feud playing. And Steve Harvey, the host, keeps saying, "Survey said, Survey said." So the perspective that our son got from that is there's obviously someone out there in the world named Survey who says a lot or says enough to have this show based around everything he said. That is maybe not what he thought, but that is like the thought process that had to go through his mind to come up with this question. So the perspective is there's someone out there named Survey who says a lot, enough to be on this show, and they asked him questions and everyone has to guess what he said. So our son turns to me and says, "Who is Survey? Can someone tell me who Survey is?" And that was like the funniest thing. I told my wife, I posted it on Facebook. It was hilarious. So imagine getting a perspective like that from a child, from a kid, hopefully a kid that you know in your community, in your family. But imagine getting a perspective like that for a business idea or a concept or even a vacation or doing some home improvement, whatever the case is. Approach a child with, "Hey, I'm thinking of doing this. What do you think?" See what they say. They might offer some weird, crazy ideas, or they might give you that one piece of nugget, that one advice that could help you turn something around or help you develop something, or you never know. That's all I had. Ask children, have conversations with children. You never know. They think differently at a young age. And also, before I get out of here, I want to share one thing. I released my first sample pack this week. It is called Dream Keys for music creators. This is for music creators, music composers, music producers, beat makers. It is over 30 piano loops that you can buy. Go to dafingaz.com/dreamkeys to buy this pack. You can get the audio, or you can get the audio and the MIDI and the WAV files and the reverse. So definitely go to dafingaz.com/dreamkeys. DREAMKEYS. Check out the pack. I have more messages on the way, more music on the way, more videos on the way. You already know. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right. Peace.